The NHL Playoffs start on Wednesday, and we have some phenomenal matchups. So let's break them down. And I want to hear all of your thoughts in the comments, obviously. The number 1 seed, Pittsburgh Penguins, the Metropolitan winners with 108 points, face the upstart and unique and trendy Columbus Blue Jackets. Great stuff that they are finally in the playoffs, and they have a pretty solid roster to the Blue Jackets. But can you really see the Penguins being upended by the Blue Jackets? My initial reaction was yes, just because of their past failures, the Penguins, but no, I can't see it. Columbus, by the way, beat Florida on Saturday. They're also winless against Pittsburgh, so I have Pittsburgh winning, the 1 seed obviously winning. The Rangers against Philadelphia. It is not an original 6 matchup, but man, are they bitter rivals. You know what, firstly, Philadelphia is going to do. Founded in 1967. I love, by the way, Wayne Simmons. What they're going to do, they're going to be physical. They're going to hit the shit out of the New York Rangers. They're going to impose their will, checking like crazy, playing physical hockey. But what the Rangers are going to do is play finesse hockey. Yeah, they have Ryan McDonough. They have a great defense. You expect, at least I do, Marty St. Louis to have a phenomenal playoffs because he has not had a solid week of hockey. He hasn't been scoring goals. I foresee him scoring many goals in the playoffs. Tough. They're 2 points up, by the way, on Philadelphia. Girardi's playing well as well. Tough to say. I'm going to take the Rangers in this one as well. In the Atlantic, Boston against Detroit. 2 original 6 teams. Detroit, by the way, playing some of their best hockey of the season down the stretch. Now, Boston's the President's Trophy winners. Who's going to stand in their way of really stopping them from going to the Stanley Cup? Anything can happen. Did we envision that the Vancouver Canucks, when they won the President's Trophy, not going to the Stanley Cup and being upended by the Kings? I don't think many people did. Never rule out any team, and any team can get hot and cliche. But Detroit, to me, as long as they have Mike Babcock, Tatar, Pavel Datsyuk is now healthy in the lineup, you could never rule them out, ever. Ever, ever, ever. One of these 8 seeds, one of these lower seeds is going to upend a top seed. I can't see it being Columbus. The better I kind of can't, but like the better seed, you see the conundrum I have. The better team is obviously Detroit, but they're facing the best team in all of hockey. Tough call. I'm going to go with the Boston Bruins. Tampa Bay against Montreal. Look, we know about Subban, we know about those teams, but the big storyline for Tampa Bay is that Ryan Malone was pulled over for DUI and cocaine possession. Is he going to play in Game 1? It appears unlikely, but you never know. Head coach Dan Cooper, by the way, is totally backing up Malone in the best way possible. And I applaud Cooper for putting out the comments that he has. He appears to be coming off very honest. He has his players back. Very true and good to him. Malone, by the way, arrested for DUI, found with 1.3 grams of coke. He blew a .112 and a .116, the legal limit. It was a .08 in Tampa Bay. I am going with Montreal to pull the upset, the slight upset. The Chicago Blackhawks against the St. Louis Blues. The Blues, on the complete opposite end, the complete opposite way of playing, you could say, as the Detroit Red Wings, not playing well at all down the stretch. The big question mark is obviously, is Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane going to be healthy? An article that was written about 23 hours ago off of Pro Hockey Talk basically indicated that they are going to play. They are going to be healthy. That's why they were arrested. Kane hasn't played since early March. Toews hasn't played since March 20th. With those guys in the lineup, the Chicago Blackhawks are a completely different team. I expect the Blackhawks to beat the Blues. Yes, I'm saying that with bias, but I can't. Great matchup. Solid teams. As long as Toews and Kane play, the Hawks will win and they will go through. The Colorado Avalanche, is there a finer coach? And they're playing the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota's tough. They have Parise, they have Suter, but is there a better coach right now and is more deserving of Coach of the Year? He may not win it, but Patrick Waugh, look, he grabbed headlines in the beginning of the year because he was going crazy. He almost fought an opposing coach. I don't remember the coach's name, but he went absolutely apeshit in the first game. And yet Patrick Waugh has turned this team around. They're in the playoffs. They look good. They look fast. They look hungry. For that being said, I'm going with the Colorado Avalanche. And then in the Pacific, Dallas has to play the top seed, the Anaheim Ducks. Nice tribute to Teemu Selanne. The Anaheim Ducks in their last home game, I really, really like that. Good stuff from them. Last run for Teemu Selanne. Getzlaf, Perry, good, solid players. I expect them to upend Dallas. And then the Sharks and the Kings. Could not ask for a better matchup out of the West than two bitter rivals than the Sharks and the Kings. Look, Tomas Hertl is back. But with the hockey that I've seen from the Kings, I can't see them being bowed out in the first round. I like Marleau, I like Thornton, but they don't play big. They play well, they play finesse. The Kings are going to be a physical force, and they are going to go through against the Sharks. What do you think of my picks? I'd love to hear all of yours. Thoughts? Comments section below. Subscribe to TYT Sports. Click that button. Not hard. See you soon.